Hello again, and welcome back to the British and Irish Pro League 4. We have on screen, although it says Jake, it's not Jake. Can you tell us who you are, kind stranger?
Hello, my name is Doc. You may remember me from last season, and possibly the season before. I don't really remember what I'm doing anymore. I think I did the season before. It's hard to keep track. But anyway, yeah, we're here for number 4. And we are moving on to Div 1. Finally. We were a bit behind schedule, unfortunately. But yeah, well, I think we've got a cracking match set up for us, at least. A couple of big names in there that people will recognise.
Yeah, and also a new name, I think, that probably people won't recognise who doesn't really play many tournaments in Reno.
Yeah.
Up-and-coming Irish player that was, I think he's tracked quite hard for this competition based on what I've seen.
I think he has. He was quite high up on the TA rankings for seeding anyway. But yeah, I think people have probably seen him around for a lot of Track of the Days, I believe. I could be wrong. I think he's done quite well in a few of those. So I think he is making a name for himself. I believe this is his first comp though. So yeah, really impressive that he can make it to Div 1, beating out some pretty good names at the top of Div 2, like, Steg just missing out. I think Rebel's down in Div 2. So yeah, like really impressive to see him pick up, I think, the second to last spot.
Yeah, it was second last to spot. The last spot went to Bagels. So
wow,
you'd say that Reno's going to be a bit of an underdog in Div 1, but I think we've seen before that there've been some underdogs that have done quite well or caused a few surprises. And I think some of the top seeds that we'd expect maybe not be as practiced in this as they have been for some others, which always opens the door for these sorts of surprises.
Yeah, I believe we are actually starting now. Warm up is over, and I believe we are starting. But yeah, as you're saying, yeah, I think Epos decided to actually play this quite late on and hasn't trained quite as much as he usually does on stuff. I mean, he was still, I believe, top seed during TA and possibly in the round section as well. So, I mean, it is Epos at the end of the day. Although saying that, he has just hit the wall. But yeah, so and Hendo as well, I believe, has moved house and country, so hasn't had a huge amount of time. But yeah, again, 2 top class players, so I would still have money on them being able to beat out both Eggy and Reno.
The 2 top class players in third and fourth.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they have to get into the game. They have to warm up a little bit. But yeah,
it's actually a good point. It is a good point because they won't be as warmed up because they didn't actually have to. Well, Epos did actually, but Hendo will be coming into this cold. Both having not played the warm up.
Well, as cold as it does get in Spain, but yeah.
Very true. Very true.
But yeah, we will see how they perform. I mean, yeah, Epos. Yeah, it's a long time since I've seen him take a -10 in any British tournament. So interesting that he started off with it.
Here, yeah.
But yeah, Reno picking up a win on the very first round here. Beat Eggy right at the end. It was close right up to the end, and then I think Reno had a little bit more speed. Does find himself down in 4th on this time though. Doesn't quite push the dirt as much as everyone else, and is dropping behind a little bit here. Epos with a 0.2 lead over. Oh, Eggy's hit the scaffolding. Eggy's hit the wall, and I think that's the end of Eggy's story for this round.
all the king's horses and all the king's together.
Couldn't put Eggy's run back together.
Well, Hendo's got a lot of speed here. He's got more than Epos, and looks like he will be taking over first place. And barring a big mistake here, it looks like this is Hendo's round to lose.
I think Hendo might have figured out the smooth steer line out of the water.
Does look like it.
Not sure if Epos pushed it that much in that round.
Yeah, and he just, as you said, just carried more speed out of the water and was able to transfer that without clipping the wall. I know it's Div 2 we've been watching, but we've seen a bit of clipping the wall coming out of that water section, I think it's fair to say. So,
It's
not the
a
simplest.
tough section. It's a really tough section. It's one that I struggled with when I was doing the testing for this because I am not good with water. But yeah, it's the line that you need to get into it is quite particular, and to get the maximum amount of speed out of it, I believe it is a very shallow, smooth steer line.
There's a mistake here from Eggy already at the start. When he's touched again, that he can't make the jump. He is far up this round now. That's a nailed on 4th place there.
But, yeah, that's going to drop it down to 76 points.
Yeah, it's a battle up front here between Epos and Hendo, though. There's absolutely nothing between them. And this is what we want to see, really. I was a bit worried about how this would turn out for 1st place, but it looks like it's a real fight here. Did Hendo end up getting more speed out of that water line? No, it doesn't look like
really
it.
Equal. Yeah.
Yeah, it's about even coming out of the drift
there as well. Yeah.
Yeah. And he will finish in 4th. So I've been very impressed with Reno so far, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I mean, he's built himself up a fairly healthy lead against his main competitor in this game. Eggy down on 76, Reno up on 86. So, oh yeah, okay, only a round in it. But yeah, a good performance so far. Picked up a win and a couple of 3rd places, I believe.
Yep, exactly.
Going into round number 4, the final round on this. Reno goes very wide on that drift. Finds himself at the back of the pack. About 0.4 down. Epos leading here, challenged by Eggy over the penalty reactor section, though. Hendo nearly clips the inside of it. Into this sausage drift, which is deceptively difficult. Hendo gets a bit of airtime out of it and is going to drop back. And Eggy just needs to challenge Epos here for the win.
Yeah, Reno not really within striking distance. Oh, but a big mistake there from Eggy. And that's allowed Hendo into 2nd place. Still daylight between him and Epos, though. Won't be able to catch that without a mistake. But did it let in Reno to pass? Although Reno's also made a mistake, which has let Eggy back through. Will Reno even have enough speed for the risky finish here? He will, and that will be a... not really deserved 3rd place there from Eggy. Or from, to be honest, 2nd from Hendo as well. He made a small mistake. So
yeah,
it was just a nice, easy round for Epos, and he is now back where I guess most of us would have expected in 1st place.
Yeah, that's where we're used to seeing him. Yeah, but not the most convincing performance from him. Yeah, not what we're used to seeing. I believe he played against Hendo in the BIPC 3 final, the one that was just before Encore, and kind of wiped the floor with him. So to see them both fighting it out in this match, it's good to see from a spectator's perspective.
Yes, it is.
We'll see something a bit closer. But yeah, we are going to be moving on to Chain by Asa and Kerberos. I think it's
one of the easier maps to say.
Yeah, well, like
I don't know what's going on with this map pack's name this time.
I think Asa said, I think this is meant to be pronounced Cheney, allegedly. I'm not sure whether I believe him.
Yeah,
but
I suppose it only really matters.
I will carry on calling it Chain. But yeah, I really like this map. It's got a couple of tricky sections. The middle dirt section, I really struggled with learning the feel of that. I embarrassingly must say, for a good 20 minutes, I was going outside on the first grass section and couldn't figure out why the line was so awfully calculated, and it's because you meant to go inside. I was about to like immediately strike it off from the map pack, like what were they thinking? And then yeah, it was me having a brain issue.
Oh, I did something similar on the mine map, so I'm not gonna criticize
the mine map is it's interesting.
Although Jake said he didn't realise it was a bug slide on the mine map, so.
Oh, okay, so yeah.
He did immediately afterwards say he was joking, but I don't like adding that part in because it ruins the story.
It's unique. Epos with a bit of a funky line, and Hendo is going to have an advantage here. Ooh,
Speaking
was
of
that just
funky
a little
line by Eggy.
Eggy? Yeah, really funky. Reno with the second place here currently, but he gets
Thanks,
the nose
Reno.
slide, and then he hits the wall off of the back and respawns. He didn't need to do that. Oh, he's having real trouble here. That's a nailed on fourth place for him, I'm afraid. Hendo at the front here with 0.4 to play with down to Epos. You gotta say he's going to bring this home, surely.
Do indeed. Epos was reeling him in a little bit, but it's just a bit too little too late, I think. Oh, he really was reeling him in.
Yeah, gains 0.2 there on that last drift.
I wonder if that's a case of Hendo saving that because he knew he had a little bit of a lead to Epos, or if that's a case of, Epos really pushing it. Could be a mixture of both.
Yeah, it's a very tricky drift to max out. There's quite a high risk of no sliding it, and then it feels like the far corner comes at you a lot faster than you think it's going to. So it is a hard one to judge. So I think in general, if we're going to see anyone safe stuff, it's going to be there, really, because you can just go sort of full wide. Oh, Hendo's hit the wall. You can just go fully wide and just go, get a nice easy line through it. But yeah, you do sacrifice like 0.2.
Oh, Reno's made a mistake as well.
Oh, Reno's hit the wall. Another nose slide there.
Yikes. That's twice in a row he's made a mistake there.
Yeah.
But up front here, between Eggy and Epos, it's nothing between them. Less than 0.1. Although a little bit of a better grass section here from Epos. He probably brought that lead up a little bit. For 0.2 now. Who's going to get the better drift? Epos gets a very good drift, so that will be his round.
Eggy looks like he takes a slightly wider line through that drift, just taking it a little bit safer.
Yeah.
Maybe happy to just take some second places here, as Reno does drop into last place with Eggy.
You say last chance, then I was thinking that was quick.
Chance, yeah. Minus 60 on that round, sorry.
He just DNF'd 7 times on that round. But actually, now that has put Reno into last place. Eggy has overtaken him. And after that disastrous first map, really, from Eggy, and how well Reno started off the match winning the first round, it's maybe a little bit of a surprise, but I think what's not a surprise is how close it is out front between Epos and Hendo, with only 4 points between the two of them.
Yeah. It seems like they've had a fairly even share of the first places. Epos pushes that drift and is going to pull away here through this dirt session. Eggy goes a little bit wide. Epos hits the wall. Oh no! And it's down to Eggy and Hendo. It looks like Eggy got that dirt slightly better. Goes possibly too wide on the grass, although it does set him up for a nice straight line. More speed are coming out of it. But I think Hendo's going to take this unless he full safes this drift too much. Oh, he clips the inside! Maybe takes it a bit too safe.
He doesn't even make the jump, so that is a third place for Epos. And he will make the finish. Oh, I realised I started saying that too early. He could have grassed the inside, but no, he does safely make it. So that is a big swing, because that would have been 10 points difference between himself and Epos, and instead Epos actually gained 3 points on Hendo.
Yeah.
So
that's unfortunate for Hendo.
Eggy's looking a lot more comfortable on this map, though. He's really up with the top two, though.
Oh, they say that he's just hit the wall.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's I don't know if it's maybe just that this map is probably the most orthodox comp map out of the three, so it's kind of a little bit more in Eggy's wheelhouse.
Yeah, a bit more tech heavy as well.
Yeah. He is catching up. Oh. I take it back. He's no longer catching up.
We're not talking about him again. Speaking of catching up, though, Reno took a very different line to Hendo, and he's got more speed coming into the ending here. Hendo was a little bit all over the place. Well, that's a better drift from Hendo, though. But Reno should have enough to hold on, and he does. That was really good for him at the end.
Yeah, just seemed to push that grass section much better than Hendo did. Hendo looked like he went a little bit too wide and then has to overcorrect and lose a bit of speed for it, whereas Reno, a nice straight line through the apexes there. As we go into the final map of this rotation, which is Fujila, I believe, or how are we pronouncing it?
Yeah, Fujila, I think.
Fujila. Apparently, it's a song.
Oh.
I think that's what mine said. But yeah, extremely unorthodox. Mine has said that every map that he makes for British events is him just trying something out, and it seems like he was just trying out just all sorts on this map. Jesus Christ.
He was trying something when he was making
He was
this map. I'll tell you that.
yeah. So yeah, like some really unique sections, some really like wonky lines. Like I love the verticality of some of these plastic sections. Yeah, but
I've been surprised actually by how much players have been getting on with the map. Because when admittedly, I didn't practice anywhere near as much as these guys because I'm not playing the tournament. But this was the one that I found the hardest to sort of get my head around. But it looks,
I think
it
it's
looks like
one
it's
that's
the most practiced. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like it's one that's possibly the easy to finish and then hard to get fast on. But yeah, I mean, I really like a lot of sections of this. I can't get along with the very first drift.
Yeah.
But yeah, like there's a lot of really nice sections on this, a lot of unique bits like that little drop down through the dirt hole, and then through the this reactor grass section that's all sort of off camber and twisty, and then you keep the reactor all through the sausage, and then the really nice like super downhill plastic bit. But yeah, we are going to go into the first round here.
Yeah, and
points
Epos
wise,
has taken a little bit of a lead going into this.
Yeah, 14
It's now
point gap.
14.
Oh, Reno and Eggy both joint third. I didn't realise that.
Yeah, Reno had a good few last rounds, and we cursed Eggy something special in that last one.
Although he's competing at the front on this round. And Hendo flips and drops back. Eggy and Epos now fighting out in first, although Reno not too far behind. Who is going to take the most speed out of this reactor section and into the downhill plastic? It looks like Epos. Eggy hits the wall! And that's going to be a fourth place for him, probably. Reno is going to pick up a deserved second place.
Pretty early there for that call.
Well, yeah, I mean, the risky on this isn't particularly risky. Although, okay, yeah, all right.
It's not. That is true. We haven't seen any mistakes on the risky, but we have seen some mistakes just before the risky after that last drift, going a bit too inside and clipping. So, I'd say it's definitely not the hardest end. But, I mean, with what we've done to Eggy so far...
Maybe we shouldn't commentate on Eggy for let's make things fair and we'll commentate on Reno.
Yeah.
Although Reno only 10 points off Hendo. Hendo's had a couple of nightmare rounds and has dropped over 20 points off of Epos.
Not so much on that bug slide there.
Yeah, I think he's
inside?
got a funky gear coming out of it, possibly. Not too sure. But he is nipping at the heels of Reno here. Reno's got to keep it together to try and get this third place. And needs to press on and try and catch Eggy.
I've got something to say, but I know it's going to cause a crash. I want to say I've been really impressed with the consistency of Reno so far.
Oh no. Crashing in 3, 2... Oh, Eggy could catch Epos here! Eggy with the snipe!
What a snipe!
Oh, just push that final drift.
Sorry, we have chat off for a reason.
Oh, okay, I can see that. Okay, good.
Yes. Anyway, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. But
yeah, we're going to sound worse than it was.
Yeah. But it's I think from what I've seen so far, it does feel like Epos is playing very within himself. It feels like he's just trying to consistently get decent enough times because he knows that's what he needs here, and it's been working well, which is why he has such a big lead. He's not speaking of some of the times, I did ask one of the Div 1 players what are good times on these maps, and we're not seeing a million miles away, but it's not the kind of thing that you'd expect when you hear of a nice time from Epos. And as I say that, he crashes and loses no time because he's one of the best players. I don't understand that. I'd have been respawning for 6 weeks after that. But he's almost caught Hendo. He nearly caught Hendo on the line. How is he still alive? That is unbelievable. You look at that. He said it in chat himself. That is unbelievable. I'm
Nando,
slightly
can
mad
we
about that.
increase the axle penalty again, please? Bring it back up.
Exactly. That's what I always campaign for, increase the axle penalty.
Yeah, universally popular, all the players love it. But yeah, like you say, I don't think he's really pushing too much. Oh, goes extremely inside on the bug slide there.
He
Don't know if
clipped.
he possibly clipped, lost
Yeah, because it made him have a lot tighter of a bug slide as well. And he's all over the shop.
Oh no.
He is out of this round.
God, yeah, he's marvelous.
I think he's paying the rest of everyone else back up after the last round crash when nothing happened to him. He's considerate.
Yeah, and this is an opportunity here for Hendo to try and re-distance himself from third and fourth place. Eggy is on the outside.
That's what should have happened to Epos.
It seems like if you're going to hit a wall, that is the best place to do it, because if you can get a smooth steer out of it, you gain quite a lot of speed, like you get a decent nose slide. But Hendo picks up a 0 point, a first place, a -0. And he does sort of increase that distance between third and fourth again, because it was getting a little bit close for him.
Mm-hmm.
And Eggy and Reno still fighting it out at the bottom, only 2 points between them. Any predictions on who you think is going to get it, having seen them all go through a full rotation?
Well, Eggy had a disaster on this map. Let's be frank. Let's put that out there. He had a disaster the first time round. And yes. I don't know whether that's indicative of how he is on this map or whether that was a one-off. If it was a one-off, then he should be fine. Oh no.
It seems like he's possibly warmed up a little bit through the match as it goes on. So I don't know.
I think Reno would need to have a seriously better map than him to stay in. I think if they're still about even coming out of this, I think my money would be on Eggy. But
yeah,
who knows? Who knows? Like Epos and Hendo have been not their usual selves in that sense. Either of them could crash and get a -10, and that's not something we normally say about those two players.
No, it's not. No. I've got to say, I think I agree with you. I think Eggy's probably going to draw on some of the wealth of comp experience. Well, not really the wealth, but he has more comp experience than Reno. So I think possibly we'll just be able to have that edge of just, having a bit of a crap game, but being able to pull out some consistent rounds when they really matter. Whereas Reno probably feeling a little bit under pressure, maybe a little bit nervous as this is his first comp. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe he doesn't feel pressure at all. Maybe there is no pressure.
I will say Reno has looked the slowest player, right, so far.
Yeah, not by a significant distance, but yeah.
No, but definitely by enough that you can see it. But the thing is, the reason why he's still in with a chance here is because he hasn't been making a ton of mistakes. And I know it sounds like I'm again cursing him, but it seems to be only Eggy we consistently curse. Yeah. So it just depends on whether the rest can sort of keep it together. And so far they haven't been able to. I mean, Hendo overdrifted there massively.
Yeah, I don't know if he kept the gear. I think he did just about keep the gear, but yeah. It's kept it close to the back of the pack here with that drift from Hendo. Epos pulling ahead by about 0.2. Reno in second, although Eggy with a much better sausage drift. As we go into the outside dirt and water section.
Reno outside dirt. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, Reno. Oh, mistake from Eggy, though.
Oh, Eggy!
Is that
saved? It's been saved.
No, it's not. I'm just going mad. I saw him in the distance and thought that must mean he must have slowed down. And Reno's going to get third here. First place, obviously, for Epos. and he's extending his lead up front. But I think this really at the moment is a fight for third place. Is this kind of what we expected going in, that it would be Epos out first, Hendo a little bit behind in second, and then a fight for third place? But I'm pleasantly surprised by how close the whole field's been together, to be totally honest.
Yeah.
But Epos doesn't look untouchable so far. It's just good, don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I mean, it's. I don't think I've ever watched Epos and thought, yeah, he doesn't look good today.
Very true.
But yeah, I was just trying to figure out what Eggy's seed was. Whether this is Reno massively overperforming, or
yeah, Reno was 15th out of 16 on this, and Eggy was 12th.
Eggy is 12th. Ah, right. Okay, so no, well, it's a minor upset, but yeah, it's the sort of the battle we were expecting to see anyway, wasn't it? But,
yeah. It's really close, both up front and out the back. It's really close up front, though. Did Hendo get a better drift? No, it looks like Epos got a better drift. Yeah, much better drift, actually. That was a good round all through, to be honest.
Yeah. Split into, it's a game of two halves. And, yeah, it looks like Eggy not getting the best performance out of this map again.
He will be in last chance unless he wins.
Unless he wins, yeah. Which I can't see him doing based on his previous rounds on this. But you never know. But yeah, Epos is starting to look commanding again, like we usually see.
Yeah.
So I can't see Eggy taking it.
Oh, this is almost certain at this point. It's going to be a double last chance.
Oh yeah, this is on 9 points. I didn't realise. Exciting.
Unless someone else makes a horrendous mistake in front of him, and it would have to be something truly horrendous. Eggy's in first though. Eggy?
Surely not.
This would be some scenes. This would be something special.
He's got great speed.
Epos is pushing him. He's got more speed coming out of this. That's so good. He's pushed it. He's pushed it so hard. Oh, he's taking Epos on the inside. Will he have more speed going into the ending? And he does. He beats him on the line. The absolute scenes that this man has produced. That is something special.
Oh my god. You might have just salvaged an extra point here with Reno dropping into last chance, which is really unfortunate for Reno because he's played really well. But
he has.
Wow, what a round from Eggy. After we said that there was no chance of him winning a round. Okay, he's hit the CP on the first. He's hit the very first CP. Okay.
Oh. He really wanted that double finalist.
Yeah. Just got to keep an eye on Reno here. Just got to play it safe. He's got 1.2 seconds to play with. Gets a funky gear coming out of the dirt, so finds himself behind the top two, but it shouldn't matter. He just needs to not hit a wall.
Let's be honest, he did come into this hoping for third place.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think. Oh god, he was close to the wall there. Jesus. Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's probably come into it with realistic expectations of.
Oh, he's got speed on Hendo though. Oh, he got a little bit of airtime, tiny bit.
Oh, he's got a better drift though. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Oh, but, it does. It does for Hendo.
It does. Yeah, it does for Hendo. Yeah. He's safe, and Eggy into last chance as well. It was a good round there. Good round there for this top three.
Oh, double last chance. Good luck, Memento. And we're now going back onto chain, aren't we? Or chaining?
Yeah, chaining. Possibly chaining. Possibly chain. Who knows? Which Reno has just said in chat is his worst map. And it kind of looked that way last time. I think Eggy looked significantly more comfortable on this map than Reno did. So you've got to say, it might be Eggy picking up the third place.
We saw a few disasters from a few players on this map. Reno made a mistake quite often he got that no slide on the sort of the downhill drift, sort of 3/4 of the way through the map. He kept making mistakes there, but he didn't tend to be in last before that point, if you see what I mean.
Yeah.
So if he can just keep it together, it's literally for one round is what he needs to keep together for. So
can he put it on the back for one round? Well, he's coming up to this corner on warm-up, and he has managed to initiate a drift, and it's a decent one. All right, I believe. I would love to see him.
Based on the previous performance, any drift is a decent one.
Any drift is good, yeah. But yeah, I'd love to see him pick up the third place. His first British and Irish tournament, I believe.
Yeah, think about that. He got Div 1 on his first tournament.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. And then I'd love it if he doesn't just pick up fourth place every game. That would be really good. I'd love to see him do well.
If he plays like this, I don't think he will, go with a duck.
No.
There's definitely going to be players that perform worse than this.
So sorry, Costa.
Hey, someone has to do it, probably. Most of the time. Right. No mistakes so far coming out of the start. Slightly different lines, a bit of a wider drift there from Reno.
I don't know if he's just taking it a little bit safe. Epos slightly slow out of the grass, but it is still neck and neck between everyone. No one hits the inside on that precision section.
This triangle CP is a killer. They all make it through. Reno makes the drift. They all make the drift. This is actually a speed round so far.
Yeah,
nothing really about consistency. Eggy's a bit all over the place.
Reno's got more speed coming into the dirt.
Oh, mistake from Epos.
Epos is touched.
But apparently he doesn't lose speed again. Oh, a little bit.
Yeah. Plot armor for Epos.
Oh, he's got more speed now. Coming out.
Oh, if he goes extremely wide, he's going to have a wonky line. Reno's going to survive it.
Oh, Eggy's risking. Epos crashes. Epos saves him. Epos saves him.
Oh my god. Cinema. Well.
Oh, this is a crazy one. Oh, Reno would have been so happy going third round the last bend, or second. It would have been second, I guess, round the last bend, and then.
Yeah.
No, but it's all over again. I don't know if my heart can take it. Oh, Epos. Okay, it can take that. It can take that, Epos.
Has to be around the second corner as well. Lordy. Well, our last chances are 1 and 2 currently. Well, the risk we have here is that Epos is only 0.4 down from Reno, and it's not inconceivable that he could catch him.
Oh no. He's catching him up.
He is catching him.
He's reeling him in. Oh, it was a mistake there from Reno. Is there going to be another end drift incident, I wonder?
All eyes on Eggy.
All eyes on Epos after that.
Well, yeah.
He's going so close to every single corner.
Oh, Eggy nearly pushed the drift too far.
Oh.
He survives, and Reno is unfortunately gone. A very unlucky fourth place there. Yeah,
that was... But he can take heart from that. That was very impressive. And I mean, at the end of the day, if you told him that Hendo he's going to go out when Hendo was only on 25 points,
yeah,
he'd take that as well.
Yeah, I mean, Hendo third last season, I believe. So yeah, like, very impressive to put up that much of a fight. I mean, to get Epos down to 39 points. Oh god, Eggy. Yeah, Epos down to 39 points, Hendo down on 25 points is a great performance from both Eggy and Reno, to be fair. I mean, usually we see Epos finishing matches with 90 points. So
yeah.
Into this middle dirt section. All of them get it clean. I don't think Eggy has got it well enough to catch up with Hendo, although he's doing it over this grass section instead. No, he's lost the gear, and I think that's going to be it for Eggy.
Don't say that. Don't say that yet.
Yeah, sorry, the last drift. I keep forgetting the last drift exists.
Yeah, there you go. Mistake from Epos and Eggy.
And Eggy's in it as well. Oh, god.
Oh, I thought you clicked that.
Well, there goes Eggy. He'll be happy with a third place from that, I think. Although, yeah, Hendo tantalizingly close with only 23 points left. But yeah, I think all in all, probably deserved. Well, deserved for Hendo to survive. He has looked like the best second place player. I mean, third and fourth was a toss up, but yeah.
It's still a toss up in this match between those two. To be
totally Epos is on 33. When did that happen?
He kept trolling the last corner over and over again.
Oh yeah, that'd be it. It's the last drift.
It's just so close to every single corner though.
Just chasing Hendo down.
Oh,
pushes the dirt.
It's so close between the two of them. Who's going to get the better grass section? More inside from Epos? Will he keep? Oh, he clips
the inside. Two inside.
As long as Hendo doesn't have an Endo into the. Oh, he saved it. He saved it. He knew. He knew that was well played from Hendo. And here we go. That's a 4-point swing, and there was only 10 points in it. I love the.
Yeah.
Epos isn't very happy with his performance on this map, I think it's fair to say. What I will point out to him is he still was second or pretty much nearly every road.
Yeah, I mean, he's only 6 points ahead now, coming into the mind map. I mean, I think this is one that possibly suits Epos more as a World Tour player. He's used to the shenanigans, weird bug slides and bits and pieces like that. So yeah, I think we will probably see him close it out. Possibly? Question mark.
That's a brave call.
Yeah, I don't know.
So in order for him to close it out, 8-16, so Hendo would need to lose 4 rounds in a row.
It's not infeasible.
Or get 1 first, 2 seconds, and then last.
Oh my God, how are you doing this maths this quickly?
Degree was worthwhile, I guess.
I can't even remember what the repartitions are.
4 and 8.
4 and 8, okay. 4 and 8.
So basically, Hendo, if he gets 8, 16, and then a 4, that takes him to -20, so that's the last chance. So any combination of 1 first and 2 seconds, and then he needs to come second in the last round. Otherwise, he can't go out.
Right.
And Epos cannot go out. Because 3 seconds would be 24.
Yeah. I'll believe you. I don't remember my time.
I could be talking nonsense.
You could have said any numbers then, and I would have believed you.
Yeah, if you get the 2-4-6-8, then Epos will.
It's a good bingo now. Yes, first round on what should be the final rotation of this map. Well, it will be the final rotation of this map.
Yeah.
Yeah, and sort of neck and neck coming into this strange gear drop down dirt section into the grass, into the also strange reactor grass section. Epos seems to be getting a much cleaner line than Hendo through there. 0.2 ahead coming into the downhill plastic. Or did he clip that dirt? Or not?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
It's hard to tell.
They have the good player buff where even if they clip, they don't lose any speed. So
yeah, I think he paid for the
paid DLC.
Paid the DLC for the faster car. Oh, and a 53. That is a good time.
Wow.
He's really stepped it up. I think last rotation he was doing 54 lows. So yeah, that is a good time for Epos there.
I will say that time is in the range that the Div 1 player told me is good times. So
okay, that's all right then.
So yeah, and I think that's the first one I've seen today. So that is a very good time.
Officially a good one, a good Div 1 player.
That's a good book slide from Hendo. Take a small lead here. Epos taking it much more inside, but Hendo's keeping a little bit more speed. Still really nothing in it between them, although it's a much more
He's had
inside
to
line from
release through
Hendo.
there.
It's, yeah, a little bit all over the place. Going to need to really push it out. Like I said, if he gets 2 second places, he will be in last chance in the round after. So
yes. He will be.
he really needs to win this round and win the next one, but it doesn't look like he has enough track left to catch Epos.
Oh, he really pushed it there.
He did.
Jesus.
When I watched Epos's world record on this track, when he's going into that risky finish, he actually drifts slightly for a more inside line. So Hendo was pushing, but because he was full speeding it rather than doing that little tap drift, he was much more outside for that risky. So don't think he had much of a chance there. Just a bit too much to ask.
Yeah. Yes. He's down on 3 points now. So he will be on last chance anyway?
Yep.
Because it's -4? Yeah. And, well, it's a good job that he is there anyway, because Epos is 0.4 behind, apparently. And now Hendo finally gets the good line through the grass that he wanted last time.
And although this doesn't really matter much for Hendo in terms of it'll be last chance either way, the fact that he does get first is at least, shaving away Epos's points. So
yeah, and we had a good time from him as well. And he'll feel a little bit more comfortable coming into the final rounds on this in last chance, feeling like he does actually have a chance to survive a bit here, because he needs to win 2 rounds in a row. So he needs to win the final round on this, and then final round of the first round on back on the Lin map, and then Epos will finally be into last chance. So a lot to ask here for Hendo. Not impossible, but I'd say unlikely. But
all down to the bug slide, and that's a better bug slide from Hendo. So Epos is so good at that section. That's way more difficult than it looks, that section there.
Oh, yeah,
with the dirt.
Goes so
what's really wide from Hendo.
Hendo with the dodgy grass line again. He's gonna be kicking himself at that.
Hendo really needs to push now.
Take a nice straight line through the dirt.
Oh, he did push Hendo, to be fair.
More speed.
Did he clip? How did he lose speed? Oh, he's really pushed, but that's not enough.
Yeah, there he goes.
That's a GG. And well played from everyone in this match. That's quite an impressive performance overall. I think Epos picked it up a bit at the end when he kind of needed to. I think he feel like he was in, he wasn't in top gear for most of that, but he did what he needed to do, and got the 4 points for that match. So did it go about how you expected, Doc?
Yeah, I think. The big surprise, I think, well, not really surprise, but I guess surprise because I've never watched him play before. But Reno played really well. Just seems like he has good consistency, which will set him in good stead when he plays against some other players. Not naming any names. But I a little bit disappointed to see him take home a 4th place. I think he possibly deserves a couple of extra points there. But yeah, what about yourself? Was that how you expected it to happen?
Yes, it was, but not in the manner it happened. I think going into it, I thought there'd be a little. I think I said around 10 points of a gap between Epos and Hendo, and it did sort of amount to that ish.
Yeah.
But it was it wasn't in the way that I expected it to be, but we still got there. And I think Reno versus Eggy, I think I would have given it before the match to Eggy with a little bit of a gap, but Reno did impress me. And Reno should have gotten 3rd. He just didn't close it out. In fact, he got quite unlucky because on the one round where he was in 2nd place and Eggy was dead and buried, then Epos crashed the last corner. So, which is a shocker. So
yeah, that's the thing. Like you said, you expected there to be 10 points between Hendo and Epos, but Epos dropped best part of 40 points just on that rotation of chain. So it had the potential to not end up anywhere near as close as how it ended up. But no, all in all, a good game, and yeah, hopefully it sets the tone for the rest of the series, being some close games, some up and coming players. Get to see them play against some of our more established names, I guess.
And taking a look, oh my goodness, there's a bit of a shock result, I would say. Well, maybe not shock, but looking at some of the other matches. So maybe we'll do this. Have you seen the results? If you haven't, don't look.
I have.
Oh. If you said you hadn't, you could have looked really impressive now. And now you've. But
okay,
Jaden beating a Crows with 50 points left.
Jaden kind of cracked. Also, apparently it's Jadon, not Jaden. Allegedly.
Well,
although I always say Jaden as well, and I will continue to say Jaden.
I used to say Jadon, and then everyone took the mic. So then I changed to Jaden because I was like,
oh, well, maybe it is Jaden. Oh, maybe I'm just chatting bollocks.
No, I have no idea.
Either way, I don't know why he's playing. Because at XP Evo they said he was Canadian, so he shouldn't qualify for this.
Really?
But yeah, no, he genuinely, he in the past sort of year or so has become like unbelievably good. His performance at XP Evo was really good. So yeah, like while it is surprising that 50 points remaining, I think I probably would have bet on Jaden winning that anyway.
Yeah, I think it's more the matter in which he won it though, because Crows has been one of the top players in BITM for years now, and it's maybe it's just he hasn't practiced as much. Maybe it's just that good these days. It could easily be. But maybe let's throw now to a Div 1 table. I think we have the power.
We have one,
so we can see how that got on.
Yeah, we are still waiting on one result to come back, I believe.
Yes. I don't know where that's being streamed, so I can't check it.
Miles, Liffey, and Reno unfortunately picking up last places. Although Miles, very close, I believe. I think Akros and Killian were in last chance, and Miles only went out like the round before. Got them down to 7. I think he got Killian down to like 7 points. And Akros quite low down as well. So yeah, nothing to sniff at with Miles's performance. He played really well in seeding as well. So I don't think we can write off the people who've only got 1 point at the moment.
No, definitely not.
Really.
I think as well, I've just taken a quick look. I don't know how accurate the match score is for the Boz match, but it's looking very strange.
I wouldn't trust it. I wouldn't trust it.
I don't really trust it.
It's got a bit stuck.
Yeah.
I think.
I hope, otherwise Eureka's not having a good time.
Although KJ has posted in admin chat Linksy with upset of the season mayhaps. So possibly Linksy cracked. Linksy is someone that has gone completely under the radar for me. I genuinely have no idea who they are.
Same. We were doing before qualifying. We were going through and seeing who we thought would be a bit of a shock, and none of us mentioned him. And then he was just in second behind Jaden or Jadon. Every single. In fact, at one point he was doing better than him, and we were like, maybe we should be focusing on him.
I feel like I need to.
Well, his picture is of two beers clanking together, so.
Yeah, he plays for Pivo, apparently.
Yeah.
But when? Since when? And who are you? And he's English. What? All right. Okay. Genuinely. Wow. Okay. Yeah. I haven't noticed him playing for anyone. But yeah, apparently plays FIFA. But yeah, I don't think we are going to be able to stick around and see that result come in. I think that's still ongoing for quite a while. So I think we're probably going to wrap things up here.
I think Naruko wasn't there.
What?
I think that's what happened because I have just loaded in. I found the stream eventually, and it says that Darklight got fourth place.
Oh,
So
I
I think he wasn't
week.
there.
Okay.
But that being said, speaking of, Linksy has 31 points and Boz has 22. And Bagels is in last chance and has just crashed very hard.
Oh my god. Okay. Wow.
So
is he going to win the whole thing? Can we?
I hope so.
Should we wrap things up and raid the
Yes.
mainstream? Because on mainstream, once that is finished, there will also be the reveal for the new map.
Ooh. Exciting stuff.
Yes. So I don't know how to do it. Someone's gonna have to do it for me. I don't know how to raid things.
It's things /raid and then the channel name, but I'm not
This
sure how many of us have admin
channel.
powers.
I don't think anyone has admin powers. Well, anyway, like all you have to do is go into your little URL bar and take the 2 off of TM, and then press enter, and you can do your own raid.
I mean, in all fairness, we can do this.
Yeah, just go click that button, and then we'll see. Oh, it says it's offline.
Oh wait, we've raided. Does it?
Oh, they already showed the map.
Oh no.
Are they done? Oh my god. Oh lordy. All right. Should we stop podcasting and finish?
No, let's do this. Here, raid Darklight because he's still showing what the last BIPC match.
Oh yeah. All right, sick. Everyone hop over there. Bye. Oh, they're raiding Kerberos. Okay. Yeah.
Wasn't the raid Darklight? Anyway, that's.
No, I don't know. Who knows? Yeah, we will be back next week for the next set of rounds, or on a new map as well. Believe because the rulebook was wrong. We are losing the lit map this week, but it'll be back in week 3. So yeah. Right.
All right.
I think that's.
Thank you all very much.